Picture this. You sit down at your desk, determination in your veins, and before you can read the first sentence, you're already reaching for your phone. Another notification, another distraction. Before you know it, hours have slipped by and your mind is scattered. What if I told you that in just a few minutes, you could flip a mental switch, eliminate distractions, and unlock blazing laser focus? So powerful, your productivity will skyrocket? Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project, where today we're unleashing the secret formula to master laser focus, say goodbye to endless distractions, and transform your mind into a high-performance machine. If you're ready for more breakthroughs and actionable advice to level up in school and in life, make sure you subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and hit that bell so you never miss a mindset upgrade. Let's jump in. Let's face it, everyone wants to get results faster with less effort. Work smarter, not harder, right? But there's one edge even the smartest students haven't tapped into: mastering laser focus. Imagine cutting your study hours in half and learning twice as much, meaning more time for friends, hobbies, and everything else you love. That's not wishful thinking. The secret lies in harnessing a state called deep work, a tunnel vision mode where you lock into your task so completely the world fades away and time seems to vanish. Laser focus isn't a superpower, it's a skill you can develop, starting right now. Think about the last time you visited your school or university library. Did you notice how most students seem busy, yet somehow distracted? They have their notes out, their laptops open, but within minutes, their phones are glowing, notifications popping, or they're scrolling through endless social media feeds. Most people never actually get into deep focused work. Why? Because it takes at least 15 minutes to truly warm up and reach that zone where pure laser focus happens. Here's where it gets even wilder. Every time you stop and check your messages, every time you let a thought derail you, you're not just pausing your study, you're resetting your brain's timer. Each distraction yanks you back to zero, and you have to start all over again. In other words, the more you give in to distractions, the more you're teaching your brain to be distracted. On the other hand, if you train yourself to push through those first 15 minutes and ignore interruptions, you'll find yourself entering the deep, immersive state far faster. Soon, you'll be locked into laser focus for 1, 2, or even 3 hours at a stretch, while others are still struggling to concentrate. I used to have the attention span of a goldfish. Games, endless social media scrolling, you name it, I was hooked. It took me ages to break the cycle, but once I did, I found I could sit down, silence the noise in my head, and focus like a laser. Suddenly, I was blasting through 2 hours of study in less time than most people spend checking their notifications. That's what laser focus does. It makes you incredibly efficient, making every hour of work go further than you ever imagined. If you want to turbocharge your focus, start by designing your environment for success. Go somewhere you won't be bothered, a quiet corner, a new cafe, anywhere the usual distractions can't find you. The difference will shock you. The day I walked into a new coffee shop, unplugged, and dove into my work, I knocked out 4 hours of high-quality study, far more than I'd get done in twice the time at home surrounded by distractions. Before you get too deep in, if you're already finding these strategies useful, hit that like button and drop a comment with your biggest distraction. I want to know what pulls your attention away so I can help you banish it for good. Now, focus isn't just about dodging distractions. Your brain needs the right fuel to keep that laser beam sharp. 2 game changers: sleep and nutrition. First, sleep. There's a direct one-to-one relationship between the quality of your sleep and your ability to achieve laser focus. You've probably experienced it. A night of bad sleep, and the next morning, your brain feels like it's wading through molasses. All the motivation in the world can't help if your mind is fogged up. And here's something you might not know. If you consistently sleep just 4 or 5 hours a night, you'll forget up to 40% of what you try to learn. It's as if half of your effort disappears. So, those late-night study sessions? Not worth the trade-off. Prioritize sleep and watch your ability to hit laser focus skyrocket. Second, nutrition. So many people overlook this, but your brain can't focus when it's running off junk. Fast food and processed snacks are chemical minefields designed to hook your brain onto flavor, not fuel you for deep thinking. If you want true laser focus, you have to feed your brain right. Whole foods, eggs, real protein, and natural fats. Ignore the processed stuff as much as you can. It's a simple shift, but the difference in sustained attention, clarity, and energy is incredible. Think of your brain like a high-end sports car. Put in cheap fuel and it sputters. Give it premium fuel and it roars to life. That's the kind of raw, focused power you want when you're learning or creating. But what if you've built the perfect routine? Good sleep, strong nutrition, distraction-free space, and your mind is still spinning with intrusive thoughts? It happens to all of us. Sometimes the problem isn't outside, it's in our own heads. Worries about a past mistake, replaying awkward moments, or anxiety about the future. These mental loops are some of the most insidious focus killers. To break free and regain laser focus, you need one more tool: mindset mastery. Here are 3 mental hacks to short-circuit intrusive thoughts and keep your focus razor sharp. First, when a negative thought pops up, immediately say to yourself, "Stop and let it go." It doesn't matter if it's a bad grade from last semester or an argument from a week ago. Interrupt it before the mental spiral begins. Cut the thread before it tangles. Second, ask, "Do I care?" Odds are, if you really examine it, that embarrassing moment or minor regret isn't worth your energy. Most of the time, it's a blip in your past that means nothing to your future. Remind yourself, this isn't worth your focus. Third, mantra, what's done is done. Don't let the past hold your mind hostage. Instead, use every experience, mistake, or success as a lesson to learn from, not a label to wear. Laser focus thrives when you free your mind from the weight of old regrets. You win or you learn. That's how real growth happens. Another powerful tip: get a notebook and journal your thoughts. When you put your worries and distractions on paper, they lose their power over you. You'll see that most of your intrusive thoughts are just static, not worth your attention. Externalize, detach, and refocus. This habit, combined with the mindset tools I just shared, trains your brain to let go and lock on, moving you back into that unbeatable laser focus zone again and again. If you're genuinely vibing with these focus hacks, take a second to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what's worked for you or where you're still getting stuck. The Growth Mindset Project is always all about results, and your feedback shapes what we cover next. Once you start applying these strategies, your ability to channel laser focus will become second nature. Minimize distractions, optimize your sleep and nutrition, clear out mental clutter, and you'll become unstoppable in your studies or whatever you put your mind to. Laser focus turns hard work into high performance, and it's the key that the world's top students, creators, and entrepreneurs use to get ahead. Don't let focus fade here. If you want to level up even further, click to watch our next video for more hacks, systems, and mindsets to unleash your full potential. And don't forget, hit the bell so you never miss your next breakthrough. This is the Growth Mindset Project. See you in the next one.